my name is Chen Chen, and welcome to another episode of Marketing Discussion Series. And today I'm with Irfan, the Unique Convener of Marketing Fundamentals at University of Canberra. And also we have a very special guest that joined us today, Oscar. We are actually sitting right in front of this beautiful bakery, one of the most popular bakery at University of Canberra, Oscar's Bakery. So, Oscar, thank you very much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
And can you tell us a little bit about your business, please?
Yeah. I started this business 2013 in University of Canberra. As a small bakery. I had a very limited menu, and then it slowly, grew up with customer interactions. I asked them what they want, and we just shaped our, bakery cafe towards the customers and students. Yeah.
Great.
Basically,
Yeah, Oscar, I just see that this is a very, very popular cafe. Like, as you can see that it's buzzing. It's not lunchtime yet, but as you can see that it's already started to filling up. And every time I speak to different students, they all tell me that they love this bakery. And I think this ought to be one of the best bakery in Canberra, not only at UC, obviously. So we hear so much positive feedback about this bakery. But I have a question for you. Like, managing a business such as this is not as easy as it sounds. Like, from outside, the consumers, they tend to think that running a cafe, running a cafe or opening up a bakery is quite easy. But we all know that it's not that easy. It's actually a complex process. There are a lot of things that you have to take care of. Marketing, then you need to look at the supply side, HR, and also you need to look at the relationship with your suppliers, and also the other things such as the government, the rules and regulations, everything that you have to take care of. So it's quite a complex process. So I'll ask you a couple of questions around that. First of all, the marketing strategies, right? In my class, I taught the students that we need to divide your target markets into smaller subgroups. Right? So we need to look at different demographical factors, different psychological factors, the individual factors and personal factors. So there are a lot of factors that we need to take into consideration. So first of all, I wanted to ask you, like, in terms of the demographics and different individual level factors, do you also do that when
I definitely consider customer demographics. We have to, because this is yes, University Canberra is a growing university, young university, but it is still very limited numbers of students and limited number of people inside the campus. So we have to analyze the market very well. So I definitely consider what customer expectations. For students, we have to consider their dietary, what they eat most. And also, like middle-aged people, staff and professors and teachers, they eat different things. Also, we have other people off campus, people we advertise a lot, and we get lots of customers outside of campus as well. So we consider all of them, their needs.
Okay, so you are saying that you have to customize your offerings according to the demographic groups. Yeah, so I think that's a great insight. And Oscar, how do you go about managing the relationship with your suppliers? I know that you need to get a lot of supplies. So is that a complex process? If you can just give us some insight regarding that.
Suppliers, we need to work with professionals. We need to choose not only with the price, also with the quality and with the consistency. Everything is important. Yes, you can pick a cheapest supplier, but they may not give you fresh food, they may not do on-time, delivery, all these things. There are lots of complex going on there. We have to. I am very careful with my suppliers.
So when you select suppliers, do you have like a checklist which you need to take? Like, for example, this supplier needs to have this quality in order to join us.
Look, this is a small business. I'm not a big factory or not a big hotel chain. I have my small strategies. I prefer how to say, face to face, like building this relationship, you know, with people. Some of my suppliers also small businesses, so they understand my situation. They are trying to solve the problems. They say to me, I am not a number for them. I have a name. We have a relationship, like that kind of, you know, relation.
That's
going on,
very
yeah.
very important insight.
Yeah.
That having that personal relationship,
Yeah.
even with your suppliers, so not
Yeah.
only with your customers.
Whenever I need to solve a problem, I just call them and explain them, you know, we need this, we have to find this, then they help me with
Okay.
all this.
Wow.
So
problems, yeah.
there is a lot of personal relationship element
yeah.
into it, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think that is something that if you're starting a small business, I think that personal relationship with your suppliers as well as with your customers are very very important.
Very important.
But it helps you to grow and manage your business smoothly. I'll hand over to Chan Chan. So the next question that you want to ask.
So as you said, you know, many of customers come from University of Canberra. There are students and teaching staff and many other stuff. So when you say prices, when, you know, I was just thinking, what are the major factors that you would consider, and what is the appropriate price level that you think, you know, would suit your business?
Pricing,
Prices,
like,
like
products?
different pastries and products.
There are some factors. First of all, I'm just considering what's my customer profile, how much they can afford to pay, and that's the first factor, you know.
Yeah.
So I choose my products according to that. I'm not gonna do a fine dining restaurant in university, you know.
Yeah.
And the second one is the competitors.
Yeah.
I check.
Sorry. That's okay.
All good.
Okay,
We will keep
okay.
going. We checked other competitors, what they are doing. Refectory. Refectory is a big challenge because
Yeah.
they don't have really big costs. They don't pay rent, they don't pay electricity, but we are competing with them, and that's a big challenge for me and for others.
Yeah.
So we are competing with non-profitable retail place.
Right.
And other thing, I think that's all at the moment. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
So maintaining the
also-
price level is a challenge, isn't it? Since
is,
you
we have to be
you've got a lot
careful.
of competitors, so you
can't
cannot
go
set
too
the price
high.
ceiling too
Yeah.
high.
Also, every year we get some price changes. Like, for example, this year the oil price has gone up.
Yeah.
Like cheese price has gone up. The rent is every year the rent is
Gone
going
up,
up.
yeah.
Like we have to do some small changes
Right.
without hurting
right.
our customer.
Okay. Right.
And also, just on top of Chan Chan's questions, how sensitive are students and your customers to the prices? Like, are they really price sensitive? For example, if you increase the price a bit, does that affect your bottom line?
We never get complaints about price changes because I try to keep it really reasonable
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
But of course, I'm careful. Maybe that's why I don't get any complaints. But it will definitely affect. You can't suddenly make big changes. It will affect
Right.
business, I think.
That's really good
Yeah.
insight.
Yeah.
And as you say, you also have customers from outside campus.
Yeah.
How do you promote your business? Do you do any digital marketing? Yeah, and do you think word of mouth is important for a business as well?
I realized social media is a big factor on marketing.
Right.
I discovered this after the COVID. Maybe it will be related to your next question. I started marketing my shop intensely after COVID
Yeah.
because when the university shut down, we needed more people to discover our place here. So I started really intense marketing, and it still keep going. And it made a big change actually. I see lots of new faces outside of campus coming and
wow.
trying our food weekdays, weekends.
Yeah, and did you offer any new product, new services?
Yes. So is that question related to COVID now? Or
Yes,
not?
yes, during
Or
the
can we
last year.
combine the question?
Well, yeah, you can.
Okay,
Yes.
now after the COVID, I had to change my business strategy because some stage the business dropped 80% down. So I had to keep my stuff going, you know, I couldn't lose any of my stuff. I had to pay my bills. So I thought we should do something. I sit with my stuff, what can we do to, you know, get a new income for our shop, and we decided to do online business.
Okay.
So we produce because we have a big kitchen and big facility, big ovens, big dough mixers, everything. We say, okay, if we don't have enough customer in campus, let's get out of the campus. So we started a strategy. We make lots of different type of food, like lasagna, Turkish pizza. Some of them are not in our range here, but suitable to delivery whole Canberra. So we make it fresh. We don't bake it, we just freeze it, ready to bake home. So we made our website, and we put all like around 35 different products range, and we put them together, and we made lots of advertisements, lots of videos going on the Facebook, and on Instagram. We will start TikTok soon. So people are finding us on their internet, and they order, and we deliver to whole Canberra now.
Wow.
It's a brand new business
it's-
idea for me.
Absolutely, it's very insightful, because other day in my class I was teaching about like having that agility in place. Like when it comes to strategic planning, you need to be very, very agile, especially in this environment. And I think this is a perfect example
Yeah.
of how businesses can respond to changing situations, right?
Yeah.
How you have transformed your business to an online one, like, and that was the need of the hour, right? Like you could not, like, that is something that you had to do to sustain. So
It's very interesting because it was a rescue plan for us during the COVID,
okay,
but now it became the permanent, permanent tactic market permanent. Now it is permanent. I can't go back because the customers are too attached to the product. They keep asking, okay, add this one, we want this one. Now it is growing. So separately growing market. But yeah,
It's a great success
Yeah.
story.
yes, it's a beautiful
yeah.
success story, and it's
We
really
can't reverse
inspiring
back now.
actually. So you are also using other distribution channels such as Menulog and Uber Eats, etc. to
No, I don't.
No, you
Actually,
don't.
they
Okay.
came and talked to me, but I bought my own refrigerated van, and I built my own, how do you say, delivery team.
Okay.
Yeah, and we do it ourselves because those companies are taking the whole profit. I don't wanna like put my prices high. I want reasonable prices, but we do our own delivery.
Yes,
Okay,
Klaus,
yeah.
there's a great insight here, like in terms of for a small business and in developing your business strategy, like how to minimize the cost. So having your own delivery team and having your own fridge
Yeah.
helps you to keep the cost down. Like,
Yeah.
Because I hear a lot of the businesses that
Yeah.
complain about the insane amount of commission they will have to pay to manage
Yeah.
Uber Eats
amount. And the other reason I couldn't do those companies, I need a frozen chain, and they
Okay.
don't supply refrigerated delivery.
Okay,
You know,
yeah.
my food has to be kept in chilled conditions.
Yeah, right.
So that's the other
Temperature
reason.
control was a
But
challenge.
even though they could do frozen chain thing, I think I wouldn't go with them. Like I prefer my own, you know. I want everything under my control. Yeah, that's my, personality.
Okay, so we have got two questions left.
Okay.
Chanchan will ask one question. I'll
Okay.
ask. So this is the last
Okay.
question from myself.
Yeah.
Right? See, when it comes to running a cafe like this, culture is a big part, right? So
Yeah,
you have got
yeah.
your own organizational culture. Like I hear you're from Turkey, so obviously I think you bring the element of Turkish culture in your business.
Yeah.
Apart from that, you have customers who are from diverse cultural background. So do you guys do anything to cater to the needs of these culturally diverse markets?
Look, I try to employ multicultural people in my cafe. I try my best. I always ask their idea. What would you prefer if you were running this business? And I listen their ideas, and I find some of them are really useful, like making a like Asian type of smoothie, for example, like that kind of thing. Yeah, but nowadays, because of the COVID, we don't get many international students. It's now mostly local markets.
Yeah.
So that idea at the moment is not working very well. But yes, I consider the other cultural needs or expectations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That's
Okay,
great
Chancellor,
insight. Yeah, thank
last
you.
question from you.
Last question. So for our unit, we have a assignment where students need to do a marketing plan. A lot of them chose to write a marketing plan for a new business that they want to start. As a successful new business owner, do you have any tips, 2 or 3 tips that you want to share with them?
Yeah, definitely. Starting a small business always. Because it's a small business means you don't have much capital, If you had much capital, you would start a big business, not a small. So I would recommend them not to take big risk at the beginning, because sometimes what you imagine, what you plan doesn't match in the market. You don't get the same response from the market.
Yeah.
So I would recommend just test the market with small investment first. Don't invest everything at once. Go slow. Like that's what I did here. I started very small and gradually and slowly growing. Another thing I don't like growing fast is I don't like it, because sometimes when you grow fast, things can get out of control and you can lose the whole thing. So I like small growing, gradually growing, but strong growing
So
strategy.
slow, steady, strong growing.
Yeah, that's my strategy.
Oh, great. Oh, thank
Good
you.
tip. That's
Very
that's
practical.
A, that's a very, very practical tip. Grow slow, grow steady.
Yeah.
Be firm in your approach. So
Yeah.
thank you very much, Oscar, for
worries.
your time. It was a real pleasure talking to you, and I'm sure
It's a pleasure
our
for me.
students have learned something from our today's discussion. And students, I just wanted to tell you that if you are in Canberra, please make sure that you try Oscar's Cafe. It's located in the University of Canberra Bruce campus. I'm sure you don't want to miss out on the food. So this is the last snippet of the this beautiful cafe. So please make sure that you have a look at this